Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 11.12.2025. Current time, we are early, folks. Current time is 05:57 a.m. Eastern time here in upstate New York. That's the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside. Rich Roberts here at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, at Fireman Rich over on X. All others, just Google at Fireman Rich and you'll see where I'm at. We are getting our day started with a hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. Must be because we're early, we're up, we've got the coffee. The missus got the first cup. She's already up too. So she's got a busy day today. She's got a full schedule. But we are getting our day started here at the computer desk. I've been up for about an hour already, so folks. And good morning, Tina. Our Jersey girl is here also. Thank you for being here. And the missus says good morning, Tina. She says good morning to you all. Of course, Tina, she's always up early. She's up. Oh, and good to have you here, Tina. And we are getting our day started. And there is snow on the ground outside, folks. It snowed yesterday. I was sort of like out of it yesterday after my audio podcast. I just did a few things here and there, but some of the stuff I was supposed to do yesterday didn't do. We'll get to that. Primarily the win-loss football thing. I didn't do that. I started it and I said, wait a minute, I didn't do that yesterday. That's the one thing I forgot yesterday. I just took a nap yesterday, played a few games of Battlefield 6, and I watched season 4 is started on Netflix. I guess Netflix picked up The Witcher. I'm a Witcher fan. I like watching its season. They changed The Witcher though. It's a different guy. It's not the same guy. I can't remember the different actor, but he plays a pretty good part. He plays it pretty good. But I watched the first 2 episodes, finished the first, and watched the second episode of The Witcher. The season 4 drop, so I'm engaged in that because I saw that and I was like, whoa, season 4. And Tina says good morning to the missus. Also back at you. Thank you, Tina. So I and then after I watched it, I laid down for a nap, and then I woke up and I just had dinner, and then I think I watched a couple episodes of Bob's Burger. I guess I was trying to watch Oak Island last night, but Tuesday I think it was the weather. It was cold. It was spitting snow yesterday. We've got like maybe a quarter of an inch, if that, on the ground out there now. Oh, this coffee's tasting good. Tasting very good. But yeah, it just hit 6 o'clock right here now, so we're up early. So that's Monday we're up early. This Today we're up early. We started early on the morning coffee, and but we're getting started here. And you can see, I like always say, we're on a network of platforms here, live streaming. We've got 3 on Rumble, 1 on Locals, nobody on YouTube yet, 3 on Twitch. Thank you very much. Nobody on Facebook. 3 on X Live, and Kick. Well, we don't. Kick's numbers don't. Now we don't get any. We get comments from Rumble, Locals, YouTube, and Twitch, but no comments. But the number will come up there, as well as the number will come up on Twitch, but no comments from Facebook, X, or Kick. So I have to check that. So let's go ahead and check Kick. Why do we have Kick? Oh, just for kicks. What the hell? It's a platform. I got 157 viewers over there. We got 1 viewer over there. Good morning to the 1 person on Kick. Thank you for being here. Let's check the Facebook out, the public Facebook at The Real Fireman Rich, because somebody took Fireman Rich. So I had to put The Real Fireman Rich. Let's see. What do we got here? Okay, we're on. Okay. I just said that. The Real Fireman Rich on Facebook. I don't know why I'm on Facebook. I don't get that much. I guess some of these I don't. I was considering cutting these back to just the top 3 again, and I said, nah, let's go ahead and keep it. It's fun going And if I did, Tony D would get in my cases. Why aren't you broadcasting on? And we got X Live. We're monitoring X Live on the. I can see the comments if they do come up because I'm monitoring on the tablet. I don't have extra hardware to put on Facebook or Kick. So if you're on Kick and if you're on Facebook, please follow me over on Rumble. Fireman Rich Broadcasts on Rumble. The link is over there on my X page, and follow me, make an account, follow, and go there. I appreciate that. But we are off and running with a total of 9 people viewing out of the gate here. So thank you very much. I do appreciate that. And so we're on Hump Day, Wednesday. We're halfway through the week, working towards the weekend. And I hope everybody's having a good week thus far. It's okay. It's a little bit better than last week, I guess. I forgot to. Was it Monday? I had my chess game. We drew. We went to a tie. I don't know. My neighbor, he could have beat me. He could have kicked my ass. He had the advantage after we. I took his. I threatened his queen, and I'm glad I did because he ended up coming down and I said, "Wait a minute, he just took my queen. How did? Oh, I opened it up for him. He came down with a bishop on an angle. I was playing white. He was playing black, and it was pretty even up until that point, and he had the advantage a little bit, or I had the advantage at that point. But he ended up crawling back, and he wanted to go with the draw, even though he had the he was one major piece up. He was 3 points up, I guess, on point wise. So, and he had the position, but he went for a draw. He boxed. He forced my king going into the corner, and once you move 3 times, that's a draw. So he was very happy with that. So I was too, I guess, given the circumstances that I thought I was going to lose and stuff. And hey, we got Liberty. Hey, good to see you. Haven't seen you. Hope you're doing well. I know you got some snow up there because we got snow down here. So you got probably more than what we have about a quarter of an inch here, Liberty. Good morning to you. Good morning to the missus from Liberty from Buffalo, Niagara area. Did you hear that? Oh, okay. Good morning, Liberty from the missus. Back at you there. And we got about a quarter inch this morning, a dusting. And I imagine if we got a dusting, Buffalo's right there on the Buffalo Niagara area is right up there on the next to the lake. And so you probably got an inch or two there. So, which is that's typical Buffalo weather this time of year anyway. So. But good to have you. Love the flags. Love the flag. Salute the flag. Yesterday was Veterans Day. I think that's what I was sort of thinking about Veterans Day yesterday. I put the flags up. I have the American flag and the POW flag, and I put them up yesterday morning right at a little after sunrise. And it was right after I got done with the audio podcast yesterday. Yes. Oh, you got 3 inches, but it's raining now. 3 inches up in Buffalo. How much? 3. Okay, well, we got a quarter inch. It's like that, and it's cold. And we got 30. Well, it's above freezing now. It's 33. But it's raining up there in Buffalo, Niagara area. So thank you, Liberty, for the weather update. Our weather, let's see what we got for the local weather. What do we got? Yeah, that's what we got coming through us right now. Right there. That's from WBNG. Full disclosure, I have no association with WBNG. But that's the local radar right now. We had snowstorm, a dusting right there. That's a quarter inch that just came through. So instead of that being green, it's light blue and white. So that means snow. So that's our current weather right now here in the southern tier of upstate New York. So it is a little bit chilly, cold, and let's see. Liberty says it was nice. It was a snow globe snow. Oh, okay. So it was a pleasant snow. Okay. It wasn't one of those nerve-wracking snow days. Okay. It just sort of gently came down and built up over the time. That's good. I would take it if it was a snow day or a snow globe day that the streets kept pretty much clear, even with 2 inches and stuff like that. But okay, we got family that live up there in Buffalo, so that's why we asked it, stuff like that. Buffalo's a nice town. I like Buffalo. Buffalo's a nice town. I like it. Nice city. Nice. It's It's about the same as Syracuse. It's probably about the same as Syracuse. Well, I think it is big because they have a football team, and Syracuse has college football, but they don't have a major NFL team. But we are getting our day started here, and like I said, yesterday was Veterans Day, and had the flag up and reflecting back on. Um, um, it's basically to honor those that have served and that are still serving. Memorial Day is when we really think about those people that have passed away, that have served, and have given the ultimate sacrifice. And Liberty says it's a mess, though. The leaves were dropping still when it was snow. Oh, yeah, the mixture. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's slippery conditions right there. You get those leaves. I mean, I see a leaf on the back stone step porch where we go in and out of the house, and I just take I brush it away. I'm looking at that. That's a slip head. That's like a banana peel sitting right there. So I don't know. I think more of that. I guess because I'm older, I don't want to slip and fall. I know a fall is just not good. I can't handle them the way I used to when I was younger. Um, but yesterday is Veterans Day, so it's good to reflect. Veterans Day and Memorial Day are two important days for me through the year, being a veteran, and we thank those that were serving and that have served, and reflecting on those that are serving, and the folks that I knew and served with. That there's a few firefighters that I've known over the years when I was in the Air Force. They're not with us any longer. I wish they were, and I'm thinking of them. Guys, good dudes. It was good to be, and having shared a little bit of time with those that I had served with that are no longer with us. I'm a better person because of them. I can honestly say that. That's how I feel about them. I just miss them and wish I could. Hey, Tim Fan 40, yo, coming in from Michigan. How much snow did you get out your way, Tim? Li- Liberty there from Niagara, Buffalo area says they got about 3 inches. Did she say? Yeah, 3 inches. So I imagine Michigan, you probably got a few more. You're right there in the middle of the lakes, where Buffalo and Niagara, you're right next to the lake. I'm not near a lake. The nearest lake is Seneca Lake, which is one of the Finger Lakes up north. We do get some lake effect snow from them as far as that goes. And uh, so, good morning, Tim Fan 40, coming in from Michigan. And oh, wow. Are you serious? Michigan got 12 inches. Okay, Mrs. watching the news, so she sees that you're getting a bad 12 inches. Wow. Okay, so I have cousins and family that live out there in Minnesota, Wisconsin, right there in right along the Mississippi, and they probably got about at least that, if not more. And let's see, but 5 miles all around me only has 3 inches. Oh, so you got dumped on. Okay. Hopefully there's a pleasant day for you today. To some of that gets melted off and stuff like that. So it's and I think the missus was telling me yesterday the Farmer's Almanac. Now there's two Farmer's Almanac. There's the original one, and then there's one. It's a yellow. Maybe I'll get it after we go for a break and stuff like that. Unless the missus gets up and she brings it to me. But the one that it's a yellow. It says 2026. That's the one that's going to still be around. The original Farmer's Almanac. Huh? No, but I know you're going to get up. If you get up, you can. Oh, there it is. Okay, thank you.
What are you looking for?
What do you got that saved for? Don't get in the camera for you. What you got? Oh, are you reading that?
No, I just thought I'd read it sometime.
Okay.
But anyway.
But this is the Farmer's Almanac that we got. This isn't the original one.
Yes, it says original.
Well, they showed one like this that it. Okay, so this says the original Farmer's Almanac, I guess. So this one's going out, but there's one that has a cover just like this. So it's not really going away. And it's got, I think it's, so maybe this is the updated version one. But the original Farmer's Almanac is going away. I don't know if they're going to maintain it. But the Farmer's Almanac, the missus was telling me this last month. It says right around the 12th of November. So we have snow. this is right on. It's right on the money and stuff. I'll be looking at this winter to look at some stuff. I like this. This is good reading here, and as far as that goes. And Tim Fan 40 says it's going to be 60 degrees this Saturday. Okay, there we go. Uh, Niles, Minnesota is bad. Oh, is it? Or Michigan. Niles, Michigan is bad. Okay. MI is Michigan. And you get this every year. Yeah, we had bought it in a number of years. Like we got it this year. But the original, from what I heard, the original Farmer's Almanac, this one right here, I guess this is the original. I didn't realize that because they showed a picture of the copy. There's a copy version of this that they doing better than the original, which doesn't make any sense. So I like looking at. That's a good publication, and Tina gets that every year.
I was just reading or heard recently that 2026 is the last year they're going to print the original.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, next
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Next year, this is the last year.
Well, this one's 226. Maybe this is the last one.
Oh, maybe.
And stuff. So, but there's one that's almost a carbon copy. I thought we had the carbon copy. I didn't see that original up there. So, but there is a version out there that has that same type of cover and has the same information and all that stuff. And you get that every year. And Tina saying good morning to Tim Fan 40 as far as that goes. So there we go. So the Farmer's Almanac was right on as far as the weather predicting, and it's usually right at it's all maybe off 1 or 2 days, but it's right within the margin of error, I should say. But let's see, how come this didn't come up? It's not available. Let me refresh this. Let's see, Tim Fan 40. Let me get this on the. Let's see. I'll get this on the YouTube here. So we got Tim Fan 40. I think he came. Yeah, he came in on the YouTube. So we'll bring that up there. If it comes up, what happened? Did I lose my Wi-Fi? No, because that's on Wi-Fi. So I still see me moving around. So. Okay, we're just checking that, and okay, there it is. Okay, there's the YouTube. It's coming up now. Okay, and so the weather is the thing, and I guess that's why I forgot to do the win-loss thing there, Tina. So I'll have that for Friday, I guess. Again, when we do football, I'll do my picks. I got your picks, by the way, so thank you. I didn't even. I saw you had that. I didn't even start this week's outline yet for the new week. So okay. There's Tim Fans 40. His comments are coming up on the YouTube. Okay. So I don't know why this Twitch page isn't coming up though. Let me refresh that again. But so we're getting our day started here, and let's see. Current temperature is 33 degrees Fahrenheit. 33 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a little. Yeah, we got the heat. The heat's been. It's warm. It's 67 in the house here. So, but 33 degrees, according to the sensor that's out on the front porch here, that comes into the atomic clock that's on the wall here. Atomic clock. Does that mean if it blows up, it's an atomic? No, it's what I guess it picks up the signal from the satellites there that are running around. I don't know why that doesn't come up. What the hell? I just do that again. But 33 degrees Fahrenheit, which amounts to, we're above freezing, so it's 0.5 degrees Celsius as far as that goes. And we do have snow on the ground. And we got cloudy this morning with showers. So that means it's going to rain during the afternoon. Okay, it's going to rain because a high of 44. We're going to get up in the 40s today. So winds out of the west by southwest, a little bit calmer than yesterday, 10 to 15. That's still a little breezy. They were up to 25 miles an hour yesterday. Chance of rain is 40%. It's going to be a cloudy day. Get some rain showers right around dinner time there, about 5 o'clock. And let's see, sun will be rising this morning at 06:53, which is 06:53. 06:53. That's in about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 minutes, about 35 minutes, 38 minutes, thereabouts. So sun will be rising this morning in the southern tier of upstate New York at 6:53 a.m. and be setting later today at 4:48 p.m. So real quick it falls. It does fall as far as that goes. And Captain Rehab is in the house, coming in from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. How you doing, Captain? And good morning to the missus from Captain Rehab. There we go. She said good morning, Captain Rehab. And Captain Rehab saying hi to his Aunt Tina on Twitch. And Tina says, "I'm okay. Yeah, it's just my laptop. The laptop, the Wi-Fi gets a little fuzzy here and stuff like that. So it's nothing. No, I'm good. I know I'm good because I see it on the other devices here. It's just and Tina's laughing. And Tina says, "Rich, did you see my nephew is here?" Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I got sidetracked looking at the thing here as far as we're doing the weather. Yeah, Captain Rehab is here. Good morning, Captain Rehab. Just to let you know, Captain Rehab, I don't have the win-loss. I sloughed off yesterday, so you can get on my case on that today if you want. I was lazy yesterday, but then again, it was a holiday. It was Veterans Day, so I was reflecting on the veterans and stuff. And no, it's the guys I worked with in the Air Force says, Rich, I could hear him say, Sergeant Roberts, you always tell us to let you know. That's a lame excuse. I told my guys that worked under me, I says, if go ahead and be respectful, but give me some feedback, some criticism, and stuff like that. And I had a good working relation with the guys that were under me. That when I was a station captain and assistant chief, and when I was in the fire department in the Air Force. So I'm thinking about those guys yesterday and stuff like that. That's just. Some of them are, like I said earlier, they're not with us here today and stuff like that. So I think even more so of them on Veterans Day and Memorial Day, as far as that goes. And Captain Rehab says, "Ugh, no win-loss." Says Cleveland Browns aren't a top NFL. No, my Jets won. The New York Jets won. I don't know if they're going to win this week. I'll be making my picks though. Get your picks in. I got your pick, or I got Tina's picks. I think she's the only one that sent the picks in yet so far. So if I can get your picks today or Friday, that'll be good, Captain Rehab. I'll have the chart Friday, and no, there hasn't been any movement. Okay, I can tell you that there's no major movement. Okay, I think that's why it's okay. I'll get to it and stuff, and I just sort of sloughed off as far as that goes. So there's no real movement as far as that goes. I know I lost big time. The Bills lost this past weekend, so I'm still licking my wounds on that one. That was just a bad game. That was probably the worst loss that the Bills could have. I mean, they were just over. I think they were overplaying, or else the heat got to them and stuff. Josh Allen did not look like the Josh Allen that takes control of the game and stuff. After beating the Kansas City Chiefs a week before. So, okay, let's see. Our world times and temperatures starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 1:20 a.m. Cloudy skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona this morning at 4:21 currently. 4:21 a.m. currently this morning. Clear skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. In the windy city of Chicago at 5:21 a.m. Cloudy, passing clouds, clear skies with some clouds passing through. 39 degrees Fahrenheit. In the concrete jungle of New York City at 6:21 a.m. It's currently 6:21 a.m. Here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Also, cloudy skies down in the city of New York City. 39 degrees Fahrenheit. And okay, where was Tina gave us Central New Jersey. Central New Jersey going to have a high of 54 degrees. Fahrenheit. 38 for the low in New Jersey, central New Jersey there. Thank you, Tina. Going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, to London, UK at 11:22 a.m. Cloudy skies in London, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Milan, I like saying this when it's lunchtime. Mangia, mangia, mangia in Milan. It's lunchtime in Milan at 12:22 p.m. Sunny and clear, 57 degrees Fahrenheit in Milan. A beautiful city. And let's see, skipping over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 7:22 p.m. Clear skies in Kuala Lumpur, 82 degrees Fahrenheit there in Kuala Lumpur. Tokyo, Japan at 8:22 p.m. Passing clouds, it's cloudy with a little clearing there in Tokyo at 8:22 p.m. in their evening. 52 degrees Fahrenheit there. And down under on the great continent, great country of and a great friend and ally to the United States, Australia is, and in Melbourne at 10:23 p.m. Clear skies in Melbourne, 55 degrees Fahrenheit, and to the east of Melbourne, Sydney, Australia at 10:23. Clear skies also in Sydney, 63 degrees Fahrenheit there, and those are world times and temperatures as I speak. We do have a thought for today, and our thought for today comes in from okay, Captain Rehab. Thank you very much. I got that. Let me. Thank you very much. Who are you picking? Okay, Patriots. I'm debating whether I want to take the Jets or Patriots for tomorrow night. I don't know. I don't have a clue. I'm gonna probably go with the sure pick as far as that goes. So, let's see. Is this week? This is week 11. Let me double check. Yeah, week 11. Oh my God. Oh God, that's something. Week 11. Drake May is on. Yeah, Drake May, he is hot. Yeah, I agree with that, Captain Rehab. He is hot. And Patriots, I think they got a possibility of winning that division, and the Bills can only scrape up a wild card. That's how I feel as a Bills fan right now. Bills got to be. They've got to. That's Captain Rehab. So I got to make sure I put your name. I'd be looking at this. Whose picks are those? Captain Rehab. Okay, Captain. Thank you very much for the picks, and I got Tina's picks also, so we're good there. And our thought for the day. Let's see. Let's see. Our thought for the day. What we got for direct message? Somebody gave me a direct message here. Who the hell was that? Let's see, profile. Let's go here. Okay, I got the direct message. Okay, good deal. Okay, I'll look at that after the broadcast here. Our thought for today comes from a U.S. president, former U.S. president, and that would be that U.S. president would be Thomas Jefferson. And Thomas Jefferson was an American founding father and the third president of these here United States of America from 1801 to 1809. He served 2 terms there, it looks like. He was primarily author of the Declaration of Independence. Jefferson was the first the nation's first U.S. Secretary of State under George Washington, and then the nation's second vice president under John Adams. So he came up through the ranks as far as that goes. Great president. I visited his memorial down in Washington back in 80. I think it was the summer of 80. I went there in Washington, and let's see, his thought for the day and our quote. Let's see. I got cats running all around here. Jesus Louises. Let's see. And his quote and our thought for the day from Thomas Jefferson: Do you know Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask, act. Action will define you. What's this? Will delineate. What's that word mean? Delineate. But he's basically saying, don't ask who you are. Just do action. Let's see what the meaning of that is. I'm screwing this all up. The quote means that your identity is not determined by self-reflection, but by your actions. You have to, the actions are going to define you. If you're a good person, people are going to generally look at you as a good person. If you're a dirtbag and bad person, people are going to look at you at that. If you're a funny person, well, you're in that good side and stuff like that. Instead of pondering who you are or what you should do, you should engage in activities as these actions will reflect and shape your character and future. It's a call to action, emphasizing that deeds, not just thoughts or intentions, are what truly define you, a person. Like some people say, well, I'm a good person. Well, you're a good person, but you do bad things. That's an oxymoron. It's just like that makes that person a moron. So, do you want to know who you are? That's what Thomas Jefferson is asking us. Don't even ask that question. Act. Action will define you, he says. Okay, he has a word in there. I don't even know. I can't even pronounce that word. What's that word mean? Let me check that out here. That's got me curious. That's an important word. This word, describes or portrays. Okay. Let's see. How do you pronounce that, though? I'm bad at pronunciations, folks, so let's see what this says. Delineate. Okay, delineate, which means to portray, describe. Okay, so let me read that. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask, act. Action or delineate, and action will delineate and will define you. Okay, I learned a new word. And what's Liberty say here? The Liberty says Josh is weak in the legs now. Yeah, he didn't look great on that game this past Sunday, Liberty, that's for sure. And Tina says, good one, yes. And let's see, my actions are nappy. Yeah, that's what I did yesterday. Hey, Jack, how you doing, buddy? You looking out there? Can you look out there? Give me a kiss. There you go. Oh, you love me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good boy. Okay. Yeah, my actions are napping, I guess, of late because of the cold weather as far as that goes. So thank you, Thomas Jefferson. God bless and Godspeed, sir. Our National Day. Ooh, what's this one? Oh, I like this one. We got some good ones. I'm not a fan, but it's National French Dip. I've had French Dip before. It's a good sandwich. That's a good thing to have on a cold day. National Chicken Soup Day for the soul. That's good. But you know what's even better? Oh, I love this one. National Pizza with the works except anchovies. I'm all for that one, folks. I don't like anchovies. I'll have mushrooms. I can take the mushrooms, but I don't like anchovies. Though when they've been on the pizza, I don't realize they're on there anyway, so it doesn't matter. So today is National Pizza with the works except anchovies. Hashtag Pizza with the works except anchovies day. And Tina likes that one. Yum. Yes, that is a yum one. National Pizza with the works except anchovies day says to hold the fishies. Anchovy lovers move over on November 12th. All the other pizza lovers get their due and pile on the toppings. And I love toppings.
Guess what's for dinner then?
What, frozen or Mario's?
Well, I was going to say frozen, but
Yeah, you know me. You call and I'm going to. Oh, I forgot to plug this in. Let me get this in here. I forgot my side light here. So I got a little side light here that Let's see what this does. Does this light me up a bit? Yeah, it lights me up a little bit better.
You're lit.
Yeah, I'm lit. The annual pizza holiday gets the spotlight, and we just turn the light on. That's good. The annual pizza holiday gets a spotlight with olive, pepperoni, sausage, peppers, and onions. How about mushrooms, bacon, or pineapple? Yeah, we can throw some pineapple. Approved. Just no fishy's business on National Day or no pizza for you. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, no anchovies. Hold them. Yes. Today you hold the anchovies. Anchovies, we don't want you. Go away. So there it is. Anchovies is classified as an oily fish. Anchovies are a family of small, common saltwater foraging fish. There are 144 species found in the Atlantic, so it's not just one type of fish. There's a whole bunch of them in the Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific. Anchovies are small green fish. Okay, I think if I had something green on my pizza, I probably wouldn't eat it. So I don't think I've ever seen. Then I haven't had anchovies on.
I've never had anchovies.
No.
With a fish.
They have blue reflection caused by the silver longitudinal stripe, which brings at the basic of the. Okay, traditionally anchovies are possessed in a salt brine and processed in a salt brine, and then packaged in oil and salt, resulting in the strong characteristic flavor. So you don't really need the fish; it's that salt and oil that you're actually tasting. Then maybe it tastes a little fishy. Originally or optionally, they may be pickled in vinegar, giving the anchovies a mild taste. Okay, so there we have it. Let's see. We have frozen vodka sauce pizza. Oh, that vodka sauce is good. It's yummy. Yeah, I love vodka sauce. I love vodka sauce on rigatoni. The missus use it. You use the vodka sauce a lot. Not that often though.
Yeah, we depends on if it's on sale.
Yeah. And Liberty says even the fish don't want to eat the anchovies. That's good, Liberty. Yeah, that would be true. Oh my God, that's a good one. Oh God. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Like I said, was it yesterday? Was Tuesday? Was Veterans Day, and I did the audio podcast, and didn't really talk about Veterans Day, though I was going to put up the flags. There, I put up the American flag, and I have a POW flag I hang from the front porch there. So I have both flags up there, and as far as that goes, and we talked about something. It's basically the audio podcast I do Tuesdays and Thursdays. There'll be another one tomorrow, except every other Tuesday we do the Tioga Radio Show on Mixcloud. It's basically the same format, but scorched down. You know, the meet and greet, coffee, the weather, the thought for the day, the national day, and then we get the history and the sports. But instead of going into the second half of the live stream, we go into various news web pages. Full disclosure, I have no association with any of those web pages I do present on this broadcast. But I tell a story. There's an article, and in this article, I highlight an article. And it's usually an article you'd probably find in the newspaper, if there's still paper newspapers out there, on page, like the second or third page. And this one was, why would visiting an art gallery reduce your heart rate? Reduce your risk of heart problems or disease? Well, there's a study out there. It's just the first of probably many that it can drop. If you go to an art gallery and you enjoy the art, your risk of heart problems and disease, if you do that on a regular basis, it's gonna subside maybe 20 to 30%. Then they just did an initial study here at King's College in London. I think King College has sat. So I thought it was an interesting study. I think what it is, when you're in an art studio or an art museum, you're more relaxed and you're trying to enjoy the pictures and stuff. And that could be equated to other cultural things, such as maybe going out on a picnic with the family or something like that. You're relaxed and stuff like that, because we have some components inside us that help heal us. And I guess if you get too many of them, they could hamper. And that's when you get stressed out. If you're not stressed and you relax, and I think that's my takeaway from this article, but it was an interesting article. A new study shows that visiting an art gallery and appreciating the works there can reduce your risk in heart disease and even boost your immune system. But how can it work? There are some general wellness maxims that could connect the large span between these two seemingly unrelated subjects. So it may mean that the same reduction in risk could come from all sorts of enjoyable leisure activities. So it's not leaving out the fact that there's other activities. But if you were doing that along with maybe doing some exercising, like I walk Monday through Friday, it was cold walk yesterday. I plan on walking today. The missus went out for a little bit of walk. Her foot was acting up, but she came back after we just starting down the road. And at the end of the road, she turned around and came back. She didn't make it to the golf course because she has a little bit of a foot problem right now. She's haven't looked into. So, but your foot's all right now. So,
At the moment.
yeah, that little bit helped you a little bit. Helped you maybe, or
No, it's always okay in the morning. It's just once
okay. It was just, you said it was just good getting out in the cold, fresh air too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because she hasn't been for a walk in a while because it's starting to.
I end up gimping.
What's that?
I end up gimping.
Oh, gimping. Yeah, she does a gimping bit, so she's got to have that looked after and stuff. But I'll probably be going for a walk today. But those activities, along with it, maybe go to an art gallery or do something you like that decompresses your stress, takes away your stress, I think. So it was an interesting article. And I usually, that's over on Spotify for creators, on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. Tina's laughing at her at Lady Liberty's. The fish don't even eat the anchovies. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, I think whales do, don't they? Or no, they eat what they krill. Krill, yeah, they eat krill. So I like doing the audio. So the people there, and I do repurpose this broadcast. I keep on saying that. I sound like a broken record, but it's I like to say it. So I like doing the audio, and it was fun doing that. And I don't get up as early as I do for the live stream. I usually sleep in a little bit, and I don't get that crank until about 7:30, sometimes 8 o'clock. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I don't think we're here, the live stream. You guys are all expecting me to be up at 6 o'clock, 6:15. When we were up at 5 minutes we were live at 5 minutes to 6. So I do enjoy doing the audio, and it's a good mix as far as with the live stream instead of because I thought about live streaming 5 days, do the because I'm putting the audio up anyway, so why not live stream? But no, I want to do something that's just strictly audio, and that's what it is. And speaking of audio, I forgot to start the audio on this one, so I have to do some provisions there. No problem. That's no problem. We can take care of that later. Okay. Okay, so that was yesterday as far as the audio podcast. We'll be doing another one tomorrow. So I usually post the links on everything, okay, but primarily on at Fireman Rich on X and all those other platforms. And there's like, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 11 or 12 different other places. I have a Fireman Rich blog over on Blogspot. I do post over there, and but primarily at Fireman Rich on X. Okay, let's go ahead and get the what is it? The 100 years ago. Let's go ahead and do 100 years ago. I forgot to get this set up. That's why Okay, we got that on that. Yep, there she is. We found her. She's on Fox 40. I have no affiliation with Fox 40 News and all the other. I'll keep on saying that. I just feel comfortable. Feel comfortable saying that, folks, as far as that goes. So, yeah, okay, we'll be right there with you. But no affiliation with Fox 40, WEBO, which is a radio station, WNBF, which is another radio station, WBNG, Channel 12, CBS in Johnson City, no affiliation there. Channel 34, which is in Binghamton, no affiliation there. WENY, the ABC affiliate out in Elmira, no affiliation, no association with that. Channel 18, which is out NBC out in Elmira. The Penny Saver, which is a newspaper. 92.5 KGB, Binghamton's Rock. That's a radio station, great radio station, but no affiliation with that. KISS 104.1, again, no affiliation with them. And up there in Buffalo area, the Country 106.5 WYRK, nothing to do with. I have nothing to do with that radio station, or Power 93.7. We look at those two for news up in the Buffalo, New York area. And then I'm looking at this other one, WGR 550. That's the official radio station for the Buffalo Bills. I do listen to them as far as that goes. And as far as that, when I can't watch them on TV, I listen to them on that radio station. And we have 1440. I look at that as far as if there's something to present. Is there something to present there? Maybe. I don't know. We'll look at it. And also, that's it. Those web pages, I present them here just to show New York State as far as that, or the southern tier of upstate New York, and anything pertaining to New York State. And if there's something on the national, I'll go ahead and present it here. But I have no affiliation with them. I'm just a consumer of their products. So let's go ahead and get here to the 100 years ago. Let me go ahead and bring it up on the present. And let's see, we got that. Share. Go back here, and let's see. Have a good day, everyone. Be safe, and remember, napping also lowers the heart rate. Yeah, exactly. Good point. And the missus says, good point there, Liberty. Thank you for popping in. Greatly appreciate. Stay safe, stay warm, and the best to your family there, as far as that goes. And we'll be talking to you later, there, my friend. Ciao for now. Okay, let's see. Let's get this going. 100 years ago. Let me bring this up. We got it, and this is as of November 10th, which was oh, the sun's, yeah, it's cloudy out there. This is as of Monday. So let's go ahead and listen to this one.
And tonight we continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past. Delivering that news for us now is Broome County historian Roger Luther, brought to you by UHS.
100 years ago today, Binghamton's Mayor John A. Giles issued a proclamation today declaring tomorrow, November 11th, a public holiday to observe and celebrate the 7th anniversary of the signing of the armistice and the termination of the World's War. The mayor requested all residents display the national flag and that all stores and businesses close at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Just before 11 o'clock, the booming of cannons and an 11-gun salute will mark the opening of the celebration, along with the ringing of bells, blowing of whistles, and long blasts of automobile horns throughout the city. Then, beginning right at 11 o'clock, all industries will go silent, all traffic will stop, and 2 minutes of silence will be observed by every person, wherever they may be and whatever they may be doing. That was the
There we go. I'm playing with the buttons here, as far as that. Play with the button. Thank you, Roger Luther. He's the Broome County historian. We appreciate that. And this was the 7th anniversary of the signing of the armistice. So this is in 1925. So they had 7. So it was 19. So 5, 6, that was 1918. That so 7 years prior to that. So the feelings of the World War I was still, 7 years after. I think they were still feeling the effects. So, and the mayor's given the rundown as far as businesses closed at 11. The big significance is not the 11 gun salute opening the ceremonies. But at the beginning, at 11 o'clock, because remember, World War I ended on the 11th day, the 11th hour, and the 11th month, the 11th day, and the 11th hour. So it was at 11 a.m., all industries will go silent for a 2-minute moment of silence. I don't think they do that anymore. We just assume, I think there's some ceremonies they had, and I'm not. We'll see if there's any articles on that in the newspaper there, videos there. But I believe here in Owego, they don't have I don't think they have a parade, but they right there at the Court Street Court Street, right across the Court Street Bridge, coming into Owego, across the Susquehanna. The Court Street Courthouse is there, and the monuments are there for all the wars, and they have ceremony there. They have and I think they do a moment of silence at 11 a.m. and stuff. I didn't see anything publicized with that, but I just found that, as far as hearing that, because this 100 years ago we played yesterday on the I do play this over on the audio podcast there, and so it's just interesting, an interesting aspect I picked up there. But for the most part, 100 years ago, this past Monday, everything was no shenanigans or anything like that, and it was basically just reflecting and getting ready for yesterday, November 11th. As far as it was because it was called the armistice, and then later on, the United States that we changed. I think they call it the Remembrance and Remembrance Day and Armistice Day over there in the UK and Europe, but here in the United States, we call it was changed to Veterans Day. I think it was in the 50s maybe or something, as far as that goes. So, but pretty interesting stuff. It's for me, like I say, Veterans and Memorial Day are two very important days for me. Being prior military, they mean a lot, and it gives me a chance to reflect on those that are still serving, have served, and those that are no longer with us. As far as that goes, and like I said, there's a few people. There's quite a few people that I served alongside with in the United States Air Force that are not here today, but I reflect back on them each year on those 2 days, if not during the rest of the course of the year. I'm always thinking the guys I have. So, and they were good people. They were really good people. So, and it's always good to reflect on those that came before us, and those that were with you during your time of service and stuff like that. So it means more now than it did back in the day. I guess back in the day, it's like, okay, yeah. But now that I've been out for a number of years, it does have a more powerful meaning in here for me on those days. So there we go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take a break. I'm about to run out of coffee. And, yep, we got snow on the ground. It's cloudy. The wind's blowing a little bit. You can see the tassels here. They're moving a little bit right here. These are these big tassels. We're going to have to cut this out. At the end of the month, they get chopped as far as that goes. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and take a break. Like I said, I got to get some more coffee, and I will be back in a couple minutes. So you guys just hang loose, and we will return as far as that goes. we're back. We are back here. A little longer break than normal, but I forgot. I did forget to put it on the loop, but we are back here for the Wednesday morning coffee for 11.12.2025 at Rumble Video Broadcast here. Rich Roberts here at Fireman Rich over there on X, as well as at Fireman Rich on other here on Rumble. And all others, just Google at Fireman Rich. And we had Tony D in the house. Good morning, Tony D. He's saying hi to everybody. Good morning to the missus. She says good morning back to you, Tony. Glad to have you here. And down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. It's 34 degrees Fahrenheit down there. Woo, that's cold. 34 for the low, so you're at your low. 67 for the high. Clear skies down there projected for the day. Thank you, Tony, for that weather update. And saying hi to Tina, Captain Rehab, and Liberty. Liberty's not with us, and I think Tina's getting ready to leave also. So as far as that goes, so glad to have you here, Tony. Just to let you know, I don't have the win-loss. I'm going to have I got lazy yesterday again. Okay. So I apologize for that. No, I don't apologize because I took a nap and all that other stuff. So I woke up this morning when I was getting set up. I was like, oh, damn, I don't have the win-loss. I'll have it for Friday morning's broadcast and I'll have it ready. Well, if anything, I'll have it ready for Belt Kings Fantasy Football, which is Tony D's show on Sundays here on Twitch. He's on Rumble. He's on YouTube and X Live and all those other fine social media platforms. He's even on TikTok, and which I probably won't be on until I was looking at that. They're not going to officially turn over to the American group that bought the majority shares in the American TikTok until January, February. So I'm not going to be going public anytime soon on TikTok. I still have a private channel right now. But good to have you here. But I'll be looking forward to that broadcast on Sunday morning at 10:30 for Tony D's Belt Kings Fantasy Football. Myself and Michael were guests on there along with some other knuckleheads if they show up, right, Tony? Yeah, I'll call them out. But we're getting started. You can see we're on a network of 7 channels. That's my network, folks. I do have a network, despite what somebody might otherwise say. This is a network of channels, and on those we have 2 on Rumble, 1 on Locals, nobody on YouTube, 3 on Twitch, 1 on Facebook. We have 1 on Facebook. That might be Tony there because I think I did. Yeah. I did like the happy face. So we have one person on Facebook. And I did check while the intro music was finishing out. We have 5 on X, and we do have 2 people on Kick. I did check Kick. Thank you for the 2 folks on Kick. Thank you very much. And as far as that goes, and Tina saying good morning to Tony on the Twitch side. So we're multicasting, live streaming entity, I guess, with a network of 7. That's what Rumble Studio gives you to. And somebody might ask, what do you pay for that, Fireman Rich? And it's like $0. That's the big ticket. Other platforms, and there are some other fine platforms you can stream off a multicast. But I don't think they compare to the fact that you can bring up 7 platforms live streaming and you don't pay anything. So I think the average is like $9 a month if you use Restream. What's the other one? What is that one called? I can't think of it. Geez, I can't think of it. What the hell was the name of that? I used to use it. I can't think of it. I can't think of it for the life of me. There's a couple of them over there. There's StreamYard. There's Restream. There's Teams. Sorry, Rich, daughter is off. Okay. Oh, no problem. Okay, we'll see you later, Tina. Yeah, I just saying you usually leave right around 7 o'clock there to go see Hal and stuff like that. If it comes up on the other channel. So she's saying bye all. Thank you, Tina. Have a great morning and great day today. Um, what is that one? Prism Live. Prism's the other. That's the one I couldn't think of. Prism. You got to pay now. You can get on there, and I think you can play. I think you. I think even on Prism, if you want two, if you can only broadcast one channel, but if you want to multicast, you got to pay for two channels. And look at this, I'm on 7 channels for nothing. And Restream, yeah, I think it's $9 a month. Which if you can afford that, that's fine. I just don't see the point when I have a platform I can do it for nothing and get that plus more. There's a few things on Restream I can't do here, but for the most part, Restream for me rocks. And or no, not Restream, Rumble rocks as far as that goes. And we currently have, like I said, we got 2 people on Rumble, and I just feel real comfortable here. It's a great program. I love it. It's very easy and user friendly. Finishing up on the history, I forgot to say this. Let's see. Big Juice. Hey, Big Juice is in the house. Well, don't be mean to kill the vibe, but my grandma. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. No, they didn't kill the vibe. Passed away last night. I'm okay. We all knew it was coming. She's not. How old was she, Big Juice? If you don't mind me asking. My condolences and stuff like that. No, it's fine. You're a regular here. I don't mind that. That's fine. As far as that goes, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm just curious on how old she was. I do have my second cup of coffee, folks. It didn't kill the vibe. No, we if anything, she's not suffering anymore. That's a good thing. Oh wow, she was 88, I believe, in her 80s. Wow, God bless her. That's a full life and stuff like that. So the man upstairs said it's time to come home, and so like you said, it's the suffering that's a little. A little, you're thinking better now that because you hate seeing a family member suffer and stuff like that. I was like that with my grandmother and my mother, as far as that goes. It's like, you know what? Well, I don't think they were really suffering because they were jacked up with some meds and stuff like that. So, but you don't want to see them in that condition and stuff like that. You want to remember how they were. Like when I think of my mother now, or my grandmother, is back when I was a kid, when I was like 7, 8, and 9. Those were my golden years as a kid, as far as it goes. And she was a true daredevil back in her day. She used to skydive. Wow, God bless her. That's more than I could say I could do. I don't think I'd ever step out of it. Even back when my younger day, I don't think I would do that. That would scare the living bejeebies out of me. I can get up on a tall ladder back in my younger day. Now, if I get on a step ladder, I'm looking at like, well, what did I say at the beginning of the broadcast with the snow? You can see the snow out here. We got, if there's a leaf on the back porch, stone step porch, I freak out a little bit. I just got to pick that up because I don't want it in front of me. I just look at it as a slip hazard now. It's, and if I come back from a walk and there's some leaves on the stone step porch, I'm brushing them off before I go on that stone step porch. The skydive, God bless her. But she's in a better place. So thank you for sharing that. And our thoughts and prayers are with her as far as that goes, because it's when a family member is lost, it's tragic, but in the case, and I think most of us has been in the same situation you've been in, Steve, and Steve coming in from the Buckeye State. I forgot to say that, but we've been in the same situation, Steve, where you have a loved one where it's just when they finally pass, they're at rest, they're at peace. And that's the main thing as far as that goes. So, but we're going to go ahead. I forgot we have a little bit more history. I forgot I was, what the hell's going on here? That's Buggy in the background. What's up, Buggy? You want to come up? Come on. You want to come up on the lap? Come on. Up. Here she goes. This is Bug. Here's Buggy right here. That's Bug. Want to say hi? She likes getting up on the lap here. And her name is really to the point. She does bug me for. She's always bugging for my computer chair here. Let's see. By the way, Steve says, yeah, she had several back surgeries and it messed her up. She lived with back pain for years. Not anymore, Grant. Okay, yeah, that's too bad. Sorry to hear that, but like I said, she's at peace now. So that's the main thing you got to think of as far as that goes. Let's see. Continuing on with our history, 45 years ago, and I was looking at the YouTube right here. 45 years ago today, NASA's Voyager 1 probe arrived at Saturn and beamed back the first images ever taken of its rings. It arrived at our solar system's second largest planet via a gravitational assist trajectory at Jupiter, which was replicated with Voyager 2. On November 12th, when the space probe came within 77,000 miles of Saturn's cloud tops, the space probe's camera detected complex structures in the rings of Saturn, and remote sensors instruments studied the atmospheres of Saturn. And recently, Voyager 1, which is way out there, I mean, it's out of our solar system beyond the sphere of the sun, where I forget what they call it, but the outer rim, it's on the other side, but it's detecting this plasma. It's still working today. It only takes a couple days for the signal to get to us. I mean, it's out there. And Voyager 2 just left the sphere of the sun here, the hemisphere, hemispheres, whatever, and outside that. So it's the Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 are the two of probes that are further than any other object that's been sent into the cosmos there. So Voyager 1 found that about 7% of the volume of Saturn upper atmosphere is helium. So that's pretty and I was in high school when they took off, both of them. I was graduating. That was a year it was 77. I graduated high school. Let's see. In 1918, Austria became a republic. I think that was right after World War I. And in 1927, I've been through this tunnel. The Holland Tunnel opened, linking New York City with New Jersey. That's a fun tunnel to go through. I always like going through there. Most of the time, we would go across the George Washington Bridge and come down the parkway there, or the interstate, going into Manhattan, and across the I think it was the Charlesboro Bridge into Brooklyn. No, that's into Long Island. But we cross another bridge into Brooklyn and stuff like that, visiting my grandparents. I would always love going all the way into Jersey and coming across. The tunnel was always fun, but that was completed in 1927. And then in 1936, the San Francisco Oakland Bay Bridge opened. Okay, and let's see. It was in 1946, the first drive-up bank teller window opened at Exchange National Bank in Chicago. The first drive-through. There we go. And let's see, on the AP side, just to finish out the history. On November 12th, 1954, Ellis Island officially closed as an immigration station and detention center. More than 12 million immigrants arrived in the United States via Ellis Island. They came in legally through Ellis Island, 12 million. So the debacle we had at the southern border here before it was closed, they could have came in legally, and we wouldn't have the residual mess afterwards that we're contending with right now with criminals and stuff. But 12 million immigrants came in between 1892 to 1954. They came in legally. I emphasize legally. Let's see, what else did we have in history? We talked about the San Francisco Oakland Bridge, Golden Gate Bridge, as it was called. 1948, former Japanese premier Tojo, Hideki Tojo, and several other World War II Japanese leaders were sentenced to death by war criminals tribunal. They weren't good people. You can hear that purring? That's Bug. You hear that? I can hear that in my headset. Let me see. Yeah, you can just barely hear it. It's just faint. That's Bug. She's sitting on my lap here. Let's see. What else do we have? It was back in 2019. Venice. I've been to Venice many a time, so I know exactly. And they have a water problem. But in 2019, Venice, Italy, saw its worst flooding in more than 50 years, with water reaching 6 feet. That's a lot of water above the average sea level. Because when I went to Venice, when I was there in Italy the first time, and even the second time with the missus, we always go to St. Mark's Square. That's always a place you have to go and see, because St. Mark's Cathedral is something to see. But the water is just below. So it's right there at sea level. Damage was estimated in the hundreds of millions of dollars there, as far as that goes. And that's it for history as far as that. So I want to finish up the history there. And we're back here. We can go over our web pages that I said I have no association with all these web pages that I'm going to present. They just give me an idea, or give you an idea of what's happening here in the southern tier of upstate New York. So let's check out Fox 40 before. Let's see. Do we have anything on Fox 40? Ceremony of local. Oh, this is okay. Let's check out the annual Broome County Veterans Parade. This has just been posted on Fox 8 minutes ago, so this is pretty current. This gives you what happened. Binghamton the city of Binghamton in Broome County does have a parade they have every year. They even have a St. Patrick's Day parade. So I guess they can afford to do it and stuff like that, being the city that they are. Okay, we're back there. Let's go ahead and present this. The annual Broome County Veterans Day Parade. It'll give you an idea what it's all about. Here we go. Let me turn down my camera. We'll go back over here and start it.
Tradition of honoring local veterans continues as Broome County hosts its annual Veterans Day Parade. The parade started from American Legion Post 80, where a free concert was hosted by Veterans for Peace. The parade featured over 20 local organizations and World War II vet Al Rood, who fought in the Battle of Iwo Jima. Even with the weather concerns today, the long-standing tradition continued as planned down Main Street, ending at the courthouse.
For me, it just means that we're, part of that long tradition. I look back at the original history, and I'm proud that, just to be a little piece in that wheel and to continue and to keep moving that forward and keep that tradition alive. But it's really, we are a proud community of veterans and veterans supporting community.
So, proud veteran there. We thank her for her service, as well as all the other veterans. You can see it was snowing a little bit yesterday. It was spitting some snow. There's snow on the ground in Binghamton there. That's in Broome County, the next county over. It takes me about 25, 30 minutes to get to Binghamton from where I'm at here in Tioga County. So they're right next door, and we do appreciate them. And like she says, it's to honor and think about the veterans that are serving, have served, and are no longer with us. So they did have despite the weather, they marched on, because the veterans deserve that. Okay, let's see what else we have here on Fox 40. Dedication ceremony for local monument. Let's see what this one's about. This probably has to do with
dedication.
This has to do with Veterans Day yesterday. So let's go ahead and see what this is. Yeah, this came up 7 minutes ago also. So let's go ahead and bring this one up. Here we go. And we'll start.
And a dedication ceremony was held this morning for the relocation of the Hannigan's Heroes Monument. The monument is in remembrance of Bob Hannigan's support of Vietnam-era veterans and was made possible by the efforts of veterans Timothy Grippin and Bill Grace. Grippin was a former Broome County executive, and Grace was a former City of Binghamton police officer. The monument had been initially established in late 2004 near Hannigan's Tavern near the intersection of South Washington Street and Vestal Avenue. Due to the monument being defaced, it was relocated to its new home at the corner of Conklin Avenue and South Washington Street.
So there's a Bob Hannigan, was very proud to have served. He was a veteran, honoring other veterans with a monument there, and I guess it relocated to a safer place because people defacing monuments like that, they're just bad people. That's all I got to say about that. They're just bad people. Karma it's on a wheel. What goes around comes around, I guess, and hopefully. Okay, let's see what else we have on Fox 40. There's two good ones on Fox 40. I think that's about it. Let's see. Well, this gives you an idea. We had yesterday there was some incidents because of the snow here in Tioga and Broome County. Police and first responders report several crashes in Broome County yesterday. And this will give you an idea what the weather conditions were like yesterday and what they're going to be like today, I guess, in a manner of speaking. So let's go ahead and bring this one up. And there we go. And see what this one has to say. So here we go.
Turned into a bit of an ice rink this morning with accidents reported in Vestal, Endicott, Johnson City, and the Windsor area this morning. Untreated roads combined with those freezing temperatures caused slippery driving conditions, which led to several crashes on Route 201. The Broome County Firewire page said there were also incidents on Route 17 east and westbound in Johnson City and Route 26 at Route 17 in Vestal. Additionally, there was a one-vehicle crash on New York 17 westbound between exits 78 and 79 in the Windsor area. This footage was sent to us by a viewer. It was taken on Interstate 86 near Enwell. It shows a dark-colored pickup truck on two wheels stuck on the guardrail in the median. Vestal police said on Facebook that they were responding to numerous accidents on State Route 17/86 in both directions, as well as the aforementioned 201 incidents. Police are reminding viewers to drive slowly and cautiously in bad or icy condition.
So I want to reiterate that. You can see there's not really that much snow, but it does get, the icy spots do show up, and that's the weather conditions yesterday. And they're probably like that. It might warm up and melt some of the snow, but like we had reported there out in Michigan, where Tim Fan 40 is at, it's like 12 feet or 12 inches of snow, and then there's 3 inches of snow in Buffalo. And I'm sure, Steve, you got Big Juice. There's probably snow out there in Ohio. Got to be safe as far as driving on these road conditions and stuff. You can't be your mind cannot be wandering as far as that goes when you're driving in those type of conditions. And you can see we have the snow out here. You can see it in the window, and there's only about maybe a quarter inch out there, if that. So, but it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much to get in an accident and stuff. So that's from Fox 40. Let's see what we have on WEBO, if anything. From My Hometown News. Okay, what's going on? Let's refresh that, I guess, and go there. WEBO. Okay, we don't want the radio station. We want the. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Really, nothing going on. They did have the. Let's see. They had the annual Veterans Day ceremony that was held at 11 a.m. Yesterday. The event will be held at the. Oh, this was held at the Glen A. Warren VFW Post 1371, located on 207 Main Street. The ceremony was broadcast on WEBO. So I wonder if they might have something on it. Following the ceremony, the Veterans Day luncheon will take place for all veterans and their families downstairs hall in the Owego VFW. So they did have some activities yesterday, and we appreciate that. We appreciate that and say thank you to the Owego VFW and the community there, or here in Owego, that put that on. Okay, so let's see what else we got. That was on WEBO, WNBF. Let's see, we have nothing really. No, nothing really on WNBF. So let's go to channel 12, WBNG. And Endicott honors veterans with a parade. So there was another parade in Endicott, New York. We'll go ahead and bring this one up. And this is, it looks like it went down Washington Street, which is one of the main streets in Endicott. That's the birthplace of IBM. So let's go ahead and it looks like it's an evening parade. So let's see what this one's about and bring that up. There we go. We'll turn the camera off and get this started.
Ave was packed with community members as the Veterans Day Parade made its way through Endicott. I was there and have more on what today means for Broome County veterans. Veterans Day, a time to honor those who made the ultimate sacrifice.
I think our veterans are the most important people in our community.
Signing up at the age of 17 and 19, Thomas Sisenko and Mike Brand fought for their country during the Vietnam War. When participating in these parades, they don't just do it for themselves.
The people that went down or died, they can't be in them. So we're representing them. That's why we like to do it.
It was one of the most dangerous jobs to be on during World War II, because they lost more sailors on submarines than anywhere else during World War II.
Anne-Marie Hogenkamp also served our country. These veterans say if the community takes away one thing, they hope
that we're happy that they come out and see us. I mean, we just don't get any recognition.
Show support for the military, not just us, but for all the military services.
Thank a veteran, because they did it out of the willingness of their hearts. They gave up their lives. They did everything they did for you.
So there we have it. Veterans Day Parade last night, I guess. It looked like it was evening time. So it was as far as that goes. And we thank them. And I think the veterans are getting more recognition now as they didn't in the past. Those two gentlemen, they were probably in the Vietnam era, which the Vietnam era, when Vietnam was over with, they didn't get really a home welcoming because of Vietnam. Be very blunt, the American public did not care for the Vietnam War towards the tail end of the 60s and beginning of the 70s and stuff. They were really anti-war. And but I always thought they got a raw deal. So they're being recognized now. More so now than they have in the past, and I do appreciate that. It's better late than never. Okay, so and we should never forget as far as that goes. So that's a good one there. Another parade in Endicott in the evening. That's down Washington Street. They just redid that whole Washington Street Avenue. It looks gorgeous. It's a beautiful street down the one end is end of it. The north end is where IBM is at and stuff like that. So it's where I worked. I worked at IBM in Endicott for 8 years after I got out of the service, and that was good. Let's see. Oh, let's see. We got another one. The Vestal Elks Club. Oh. They had. Let's go ahead and bring this one up. They hosted a 5th annual Veterans Day donation drive. So let's go ahead and see what this one's about here as far as
the local organization is honoring with action, spreading a little hope for veterans in nursing homes. For the past 5 years, the Vestal Elks Lodge have hosted their annual veterans donation drive to collect items for veterans in the community, and this year was no different. An event like this provides more than just books and clothes for the veterans.
So this event is important because I feel that sometimes veterans in our nursing homes tend to get forgotten about. And we want to make sure that their service is recognized.
Starting 5 years ago, the Veterans Donation Drive has been helping local veterans, originally helping people that served in Iraq and Afghanistan wars as they return home from overseas.
So thank you to the Vestal Elks Lodge there in Vestal for doing that. That proceeds of that, they said, goes to the veterans homes there that helped the veterans, and we do appreciate that. So that's good that they do that. And again, there's another one. Another gentleman that feels they're not being recognized. I think more so now than when I was still in high school and stuff like that. It's just like, okay, it's Veterans Day, because nobody really cares. I think they care now because we're all a little older and a little more wiser as far as that goes. Okay, let's see. What else did we have here? We had those two from WBNG. That's a good one. Here's another one on the road conditions yesterday. Let's go ahead and bring this one up as far as that goes. The first snow of the season caused multiple car crashes in Broome County Highway. This was this was yesterday's, and this is from a different perspective. We had Fox 40. This is WBNG Channel 12, and full disclosure, no affiliation with them, just showing you what it's like here in New York, the southern tier of upstate New York. State police responded to incidents in Johnson City, Union, and Vestal Tuesday morning. So let's see what this one's about.
Cold and snowy morning had cars slipping their way through Broome County. Officials are reminding drivers to practice safe winter driving habits. 12 News' Daniel Kern joins us live from Johnson City with more on how you can stay safe on the road. Daniel?
Autria, good evening. I am here. Behind me is State Route 201 here in Johnson City, one of the many roads in this area that was backed up earlier this morning due to car accidents caused by inclement weather.
We handled about a dozen traffic accidents on 201 within that hour-and-a-half span that involved upwards of 36 cars.
Southern Tier residents awoke Tuesday to the first accumulated snowfall of the year. With the unofficial winter coming early this year, spinouts and traffic jams were a constant along Broome County highways throughout the morning.
Shortly after 8:30 this morning, multiple calls started rolling in for traffic accidents up on State Route 201. All our cars responded there, and as they were there handling those accidents, multiple more accidents started occurring.
State police reported car crashes in Johnson City, Union, and Vestal along Interstate 86 and State Route 17. Law enforcement and AAA officials say the first snow serves as a reminder to be more cautious while driving through the winter conditions.
First of all, slow down. Don't be in such a hurry to get to your destination. We need to slow it down, recognizing that the road conditions are changing and they may be slippery. Increase your following distance. Make sure you've got more room between you and the vehicles around you. So if you need to take an evasive maneuver, you have the space to do that.
Officials say it's not uncommon for the year's first snowfall to create chaos on the roads. They say incidents can be prevented by checking your tires, headlights, and windshield before driving, and maintaining a safe following distance while on the roads.
It takes us all a little while to kind of get that muscle memory back for driving in these inclement conditions. So yes, I think across the region, we are seeing lots of crashes, lots of accidents, and it's a good reminder to bring to the top of our mind the good habits that we need to stay safe on the roadway.
Now, of course, the snow accumulation was not very much here in the area, but this is about all it takes to change the road conditions here.
And I would have to agree because I have been involved in an accident where it was just a little dusting of snow many years back on this one when we had the Ford Tempo. I drove it to the Dunkin' Donuts here, and I got off 17, and I started sliding, and I'm like, "What the hell?" And I ended up bumping into the guardrail, and it was about $1,500 worth of damage. It doesn't take much, and you can see from that video there that from Channel 12, WBNG there, that there wasn't that much snow on the ground, but it's slippery. You hit a patch of snow, and it just like if you so you have to be careful, and you have to be aware. You know, just like, okay, oh, it's nice. I can go 75, 80 miles an hour. And then next thing you know it, you're sliding, slipping all the way. you bang up your car, and then there's a whole bunch of other problems you got to take care of. So please drive safe. It's a good reminder as far as that goes. So let's see, what else do we have? Let's see, do we have? Okay, they have. Okay, we got another Broome County Veterans Day Parade. Let's go ahead and see what this one's about. I think we should. No, we didn't show this one. Let's go ahead and show this one of Veterans Day from yesterday. There it is. Let's go ahead and bring this up and start it.
The chilly weather, the annual Broome County Veterans Day Parade took place this afternoon, and the community was out in force to show love to our veterans. The parade started at American Legion Post 80 on Main Street and made its way downtown to the Broome County Courthouse. Event manager and combat veteran Darlene Croston says this event shows local veterans the support they have from the community and local agencies.
We continue this tradition proudly. We invite veterans all across the county, although there are other observances. This is a large one. We try to bring everyone together.
The event was open to veterans across Broome County who served throughout several different eras.
And again, you had some people there being brave and coming out in the conditions, saying thank you, veterans. And we need to take better care of our veterans. They deserve that. They really deserve that as far as being taken care of, because they were willing to give the ultimate sacrifice by serving. And many have. I won't say some. Many have, as far as that goes. So we do appreciate our veterans here in the United States, and I'm sure they appreciated them overseas during Remembrance Day yesterday in the UK, and also over there in Europe. In France. Okay, so let's see what else we have on WBNG. I guess that's it for there. Let's go to channel 34. They have, let's see, do we have another, story on the Veterans Day events yesterday. So let's go ahead and bring this up. And this is on channel 34. This is the ABC affiliate in Binghamton. And let's go ahead and start this one.
Events across Greater Binghamton today honored those who served their country. The Broome County Veterans Day Parade was held this afternoon in downtown Binghamton. Local organizations such as American Legion Posts, Veterans of Foreign Wars, police and fire departments, among others, marched from American Legion Post 80 to the Broome County Courthouse. Event manager Darlene Croston is also a senior chief in the U.S. Navy Reserve and a two-time combat veteran in Afghanistan. She says celebrating Veterans Day in Binghamton is a proud tradition.
Despite the weather, it is a special day. We have a consistent history in Binghamton of since Veterans Day was established of being enthusiastic participants. And so there's a long, proud history. Some of the COVID did affect things, but we resurrected it, and we've been back strong since about 2021. And we continue this tradition proudly.
Croston says while Memorial Day is a more somber holiday, Veterans Day is all about celebration and camaraderie.
And as well as remembering our veterans as far as that goes. So that's good. And you can see the weather. It really, these videos that I'm presenting here, again, no full disclosure, no affiliation with those news agencies, just showing you what it was like in Binghamton during the parade yesterday here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And you see, it was a little cold out yesterday. And so we thank them. And let's see what else we have on channel 34. That's about it for there. Let's see, WENY. We have nothing over on WENY. Did I see real quick here? Oops, my stomach. Did you guys hear my stomach? I gotta get some breakfast here. Let's see, anything there? No, nothing there. So let's see, what do we got for time? We got time. see, channel 18. Let's see what Veterans Day. Veterans Day. Is there a video on this one? Yes, there is. Let's go ahead. This is a ABC affiliate out there in Elmira. Veterans Day 2025 deals and freebies. Yeah, a lot of the community, they give freebies and stuff like that. So let's check this one out and see what freebies they got. What restaurants and stores are giving out a discount to veterans.
This is the actual Silver Star.
His walls adorned with military honors and memorabilia, his heart burning with memories.
Sure, I got the Purple Heart and the Silver Star, but the one medal I'm the proudest of is the CIB, which is the Combat Infantry Badge, because that means I was there, I did it, because I and all the guys I served with weren't about medals. It was about making sure that this guy and that guy made it. That's all we cared about.
Northeast Ohio's Rick Adler drafted into the Army in 1969 during Vietnam, serving with the Americal Division, 11th Light Infantry Brigade Jungle Warriors, reflecting Wednesday on the 50th anniversary of the fall of Saigon.
I don't think of the fall of Saigon. What I think of is how the war has never ended for the Vietnam veteran. That war is always there. It will never end for me. It will never end until I take my last breath.
And while events were held marking April 30th, 1975 as the end of the war, Rick's thoughts again turned to fellow soldiers.
I want people to remember Vietnam because there were over 58,000 that died.
Rick himself surviving horrific conditions, routine firefights, and one savage ambush that claimed dozens of lives.
There were 110, but at the end of the day, there were 64 left in the field.
He nearly died, struck 3 times by fragments from mortar shells.
I said, Mom, I might be coming home. And in the next sentence said, but Mom, I want to go back to Nam with my guys. And that's where that guilt feeling comes in that we have.
So despite his own heroism, Rick hopes all Americans will recognize and appreciate the sacrifices made by soldiers.
If it wasn't for the veterans, there would be no United States. If it wasn't for those guys that raised their hand, took the oath, didn't know what was going to happen to them, I mean, close your eyes and stop and think what the world would be like with no United States. There's no place better that I would want to live at or be a part of. I love the United States. Would I do it again? Yeah, I would. And know what I know now? Yeah, I would.
In North Ridgeville, Suzanne Stratford, Fox 8 News.
Okay, that wasn't what I thought it was. It just the title didn't match the article. It's a Veterans Day. This was out of Cleveland. But I guess they had that, but the actual verbiage, you had restaurants like Applebee's, Bob Evans, Chili's, McDonald's, Panera Bread, Red Robin, Starbucks, Tractor Supply, all given discounts and other things as far as that goes, free meals and stuff. But that was a very interesting story from a Vietnam vet. And it's interesting that he said that it's never ended for him. And I think for most Vietnam vets, that was it was a war we shouldn't have been in when you look back on history and stuff. And I say that if there's evidence that said that if we would have recognized Vietnam back right after World War I and said, hey, yeah, let's but we were back in the day, we were just like, oh, that's not our concern. And that's the mistake to the United States. It cost us to be there for 10 years. We were in Afghanistan longer than what we should have been and stuff like that. So I'm a veteran should we have been there? No, but this gentleman, he said, he go back again. I wanted to go to serve my country back when Vietnam was going on. I was still in grade school and stuff. I was too young. But knowing what I know now, we should have. It was a different mindset back in the early 60s and stuff. There was a lot of stuff going on as far as that goes. So we thank him for his service, and we do appreciate it. So let's see, what else we have on there? Nothing else here. We're going to move to, well, Penny Saver's the same. There's nothing honoring the veteran. WKGB, nothing there. KISS 104.1, same articles on WNBF and WAAL. Oh, I forgot to bring up WAAL. It doesn't matter. Let's see, up there in Buffalo Way. What do we have up there? Anything? Let's see. Does this have a video on it? No, it doesn't. Okay. On 106.5, nothing there. WBLK 93, anything there that pops up? Nope, nothing there. Oh, Google Dolls to play a special in Buffalo. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. Don't want to talk about the Bills, so we'll leave it that. And 1440, what do we got on 1440? Let's see what we have here. Not seeing anything really of significance there. Okay, and oh, I forgot to get to the sports. Let's go to the sports. We'll transition into the sports here. Let's see. What do we have for time here? What do we have? Oh, yeah, we got time for sports here. Let's see. In NBA action last night, the Nets lost to the Raptors 119 to 109. The Knicks beat the Grizzlies 133 to 120. That's good. And the Celtics, they lost to the 76ers. Boo. Captain Rehab, you were still there. The Philly played and they won by 2 points. Let's see, in the standings, Pistons are number 1. Knicks are number 2. Okay. Heat is number 3. Cavaliers are number 4. Milwaukee Bucks are 5th. 6 is the 76ers. Number 7, the Bulls. Number 8, the Raptors. Number 9, the Hawks. And number 10, the Magic. And right down to number 11 is the Celtics. Wow, they're down. They're lower. And then the Brooklyn Nets are number 13. So that's what we have in the standings in the Eastern. The Western Division, there's not really a team I really care in the Western Division. Let's see. Maybe the Suns. The Suns are sitting at number 7. They're playing 500 ball. I don't really care too much for the Western Conference teams. I care more about the Philadelphia 76ers than any of the Western Conference. I'm more of an Eastern Conference guy. So let's see. In NFL, well, let's go over hockey. What's going on in hockey? Let's see. The division, Eastern Division, we have Canadiens, Bruins, Senators, and Lightnings. Red Wings are number 5. In the Metropolitan Division, in the Eastern Conference, you have Devils, Hurricanes, Penguins, Flyers, Islanders, and then Rangers. Okay, so the teams I really care about are Islanders, Rangers, and the Sabres. Buffalo. Where's Buffalo? Are they in? No, they must be in the Western Conference. Let's see. Avalanche in the Central for the Western. You got Avalanche, Stars, Jets, Blackhawks, and in the Pacific, Ducks, Kings. Okay, so where are the Buffalo Sabres? Oh, they're down. They're in last place in the Atlantic Division. They're not playing so good. So I mentioned about hockey. Let's see. In the NFL, let's bring the NFL in and make my picks. NFL, we got a game this week or tomorrow, the Jets and Panthers. I'm going to be picking I'm going to pick the Patriots. I'm going to go with New England. I got to go with the winner there. The Sunday games, there's a 9:30 game in Spain, I believe this is at. The Commanders and Dolphins at 9:30. Commanders and Dolphins. I'm taking the fish. I'm going to take the fish over the Commanders. Sunday at 1 o'clock, the Giants and Packers. You know what? I'm going to take the Giants. That's in Jersey there. So Packers aren't playing that great. So I don't think they're going to be the Giants. They have a chance to win. They fired their coach. They don't have a coach anymore. And as far as that goes. And let's see what we got. And let's see the next game: Texans and Titans. I'm taking Texas. I'm gonna take Texas. And the next game: Panthers and Falcons. Ooh, I'm gonna take the Falcons. I'm gonna take Atlanta. I'll take Atlanta in that game. Bears and Vikings. Ooh, this should be a good one. Bears are playing. I'm going to take the Bears. I'll go with the Bears. I think Minnesota might be coming back for that. But Bears are playing tough. Chargers and Jaguars. I'm taking the Chargers. I'm writing this down. Chargers. Buccaneers and Bills. Of course, the Bills. That's up in Orchard Park there this Sunday at 1 o'clock. The next game, Bengals and Steelers. Ooh, that's a good game. Bengals. I'm going to take the Steelers. I'm going to take Steelers. That's a home game for them. 49ers and Cardinals. I'm going to take Cardinals. I'm taking Arizona. 49ers lost to the Rams this past weekend, and Cardinals are at home. I think they're capable of winning. Seahawks and Rams in Ram. Ooh, this is going to be a good game. I'm tempted to take the Seahawks, but I'm going to take the Rams. I'll take the Rams. That's in LA, so Rams are playing good ball. The next one, this is a divisional: Chiefs and Broncos. Ooh, that's in Denver. So I'm going to go with the home team. I'm going to go with Broncos. We're going to go with Broncos. We're going to go with beating Kansas City. Kansas City's not. This other one, Ravens and Browns. Sorry, Big Juice. I'm not going to go with the Browns. I'm going with the Ravens. I've got to go with Ravens. I think maybe the Browns will win that. That's a home game. Then Sunday night, let's see. The 4 o'clock games were 49ers, Cardinals, Seattle Rams, Chiefs, Broncos, Ravens and Browns. The 8 o'clock Sunday night game, Lions and Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles. They're at home. I'll take the Eagles. That could be a good game there. And then next Monday night games, Cowboys and Raiders. Wow. I'm going to take Cowboys. I'm going to stick with the Cowboys. So there's my picks. I made my picks. And again, I will be bringing up the win-loss on Friday morning's program. I'll have that updated and stuff. I just was lazy, folks. I'll admit it. I'm not going to apologize. I was lazy as far as that goes. So, and let's see, what else do we got? We got anything else? I don't think we do. I think that's about it for what we have. And let's see, we're right at an hour and 37 minutes. And let me check my X page real quick. Do I got anything up on X that I can present? Oh, here's something. What's going on up in Canada? I'm not going to play this because this is a little long. Let me present this. And this goes out if my good friend Michael Bathurst is. I'm going to highlight it because it's dealing with our northern neighbor, Canada, and what it's dealing with. I listened to 2 broadcasts. There's something going on up in Canada, so it's just something it's on my radar now, as far as that goes. And let's see, this is on my Twitter page. I posted this yesterday, and you can check out the post. And I post a link to the YouTube page. And let me see. Let's go. And I'm actually following this guy too, so maybe I'll highlight him. I'll play a little bit of it before we go here. Let's see. Let me bring this up here. Okay, I got to reestablish to present. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is over on my X page at Fireman Rich. I think I posted on everything because it was really interesting, and that's concerning this particular post I did yesterday at Fireman Rich. And what it pertains to is what the F is there a breakdown in Canada? Western Province just officially, and this is from a couple days ago, made 51st to 51st states announcements, and Canada is panicking. I don't think they're going to become a state. If anything, they'll become a separate country. But if we go to the YouTube page, let me bring up the YouTube page here. Let me skip that. And this is from Canadian. This is from Canadian Reporter. That's his YouTube channel. I'm following him. So, and this is from sources from CB. I'm thinking everything's hunky dory up in Canada. They're very nice people, peaceful. We have some disagreements, but they're our northern neighbor. We have. I'm good friends with a Canadian, and that's Michael Bathurst. And this just shocked me as far as there's people that are protesting out in Western Canada. So let's bring this up. And this is the video I'm talking about right here. That let's see, is that up? Yeah. Let me play a little bit of this.
If we separate as an individual province or become part of the 51st state, either or. But I think we need to stand up, because if we don't stand.
And that's a Canadian right there saying that. And you can see there's a lot of people behind him. This is out in Alberta.
Stand up, we're just going to be bowled over.
Our strongest and best military ally is the United States of America.
Half the country just flipped the table.
Okay, this is Canadian Reporter. I follow him on X, and he followed me back. And and this video is like 16 minutes. This is him. I'm just gonna highlight him, but let's listen to what he has to say here for a few minutes.
Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, British Columbia, Quebec, and the Yukon have drawn their line. The 51st to 56th states of the United States are forming right here. Ottawa is in shock. Ontario is scrambling. And the West has stopped waiting for permission. This isn't a debate about reform anymore. This is a full-scale realignment of power, borders, and loyalty that Canada cannot control.
A few thousand people waved royal blue Alberta flags Saturday in front of the legislature, declaring their province would be better off without Canada.
I've looked at the numbers, and they are obscene. $20 billion leaves Alberta every year through equalization. $600 billion since the 1970s, drained, redistributed, and applauded by the same bureaucrats who mock the people who are writing those checks.
So this is an individual, like I said, that it looks like there's some activity out in Western Canada that. And I posted this. You can go ahead and go to X, and you'll see that I posted it there. That's the Prime Minister. The people out in the western portion of Canada are not happy with this gentleman, along with the Ottawa, the government that I guess Ottawa is the capital of Canada. And so this surprised me as far as this video. And that's not just one video. There's a couple videos. So Canadian Reporter, I'm following him to keep tabs on this, because I don't see anything about this other than President Trump making fun of Canada becoming the 51st state and stuff like that. But this is hard. These are people actually protesting in Canada. So I wanted to highlight that. I may have more of this if as subject matter for Hello America. That's why I get really into the politics of things and stuff like that. But this sparked my interest. It's like, whoa, what's going on there in Canada? I have no idea this was going on. So there's a very big displeasure with the Canadian provinces, the Western Canadian provinces, with Ottawa, the government of Canada. That's what the capital seat, I guess. And so that sparked I was like, whoa, because and there he is right there, Canadian Reporter. So go ahead and check him out on X, but you can go to my X and access that YouTube. I got to follow him on YouTube, I think. I don't know if I'm following him on YouTube. Let me see. Let's see. Did I follow him on YouTube? No, I did not. I'm subscribing right now. Just subscribe to Canadian Reporter on YouTube. And this was from 3 days ago, where Western provinces just officially made the 51st, 56th state announcement in Canada. Alberta, he highlights Alberta, the province of Alberta. And it's on that level where there's thousands of people protesting. There's Canadians. I didn't think the Canadians did this sort of thing. Of course, I'm not familiar with Western Canada and stuff like that. So it's something I'm going to keep an eye on. And if my good friend Michael Bathurst is there, if he can say something about it, what's the specifics with this? So I tagged him on that. So he saw that. So maybe he might be embarrassed not to talk about it, because it's something that I'm pretty shocked at, because I always, our Canadian neighbors, I always look at them, even though we have disagreements, and they're a better hockey playing team than we are. But of course, the Los Angeles Dodgers beat the Toronto Blue Jays. So, but there's always a good rivalry there, and they're a good, they're probably one of our strongest allies, even though there is disagreements and stuff. The Canadian people, they get poked and made fun of a lot and stuff like that, which it's funny, but it's don't take it personal, Canada. I see it on the way they portray Canada on South Park and stuff. Don't take it's all good fun and stuff, but I'm really shocked at that you always think things are hunky dory in Canada, and they're suffering just like some of the people here in the United States are suffering with high prices of things. And hopefully our president here, he's only been in office 8-9 months and stuff like that. People think he has a magic wand. It takes a little bit. We'll see what happens after a year and a half and stuff here. Prices are starting to come down and whatnot, but they're pretty much the same as they were going back to COVID and stuff like that. Actually, it came down a little bit after COVID, but they were still high. So, but that's over on my X page right there, at Fireman Rich on X. Go ahead and check that out, and check out that video. It's I found it very eye-opening as far as that goes. So I just wanted to highlight that at the end here, and because I'm always looking at things. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and end our broadcast here. We've been on over 2 hours. I want to say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl, who was here. Thank you, Lady L Liberty. I'm going to say Lady Liberty 101 from Buffalo, Niagara region. And Tina was in Central New Jersey. Thank you both for being here. I want to say thank you to Tim Fanforti. He came in from Michigan where they had 12 inches of snow. Be safe out there, Tim. And again, congratulations. He got married, by the way. I forgot to say, he did mention he did get married. So congratulations, Tim. You and your new missus, I guess I can call her. Captain Rehab. Thank you, Captain Rehab, coming in from the city of brotherly love. Appreciate you. I know you're busy. You didn't make many comments, so you must be busy at work this morning and just listen to me in the background. That's okay, my friend. We'll talk to you, and I got your picks, and thank you very much. You have a great one coming in from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, which I flew out of Philadelphia quite a few times when I was in the service. Never got to downtown Philadelphia. I should, but it's like probably any other city there. But thank you, Captain Rehab. And then we had, who do we have come in there afterwards? Big Juice. Or no, Tony D first. Tony D, thank you, Big Tony D. My brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Thank you very much, my friend. You have a great Wednesday. And then we had Big Juice, I believe. Yeah, Big Juice came in, and he gave us the news his grandmother passed away at, he believes 88, but she was in her 80s. And we're sorry to hear that, Big Juice. Thank you for sharing it, though, that you didn't put a damper. That just, we can remember her, even though we wish you the best as far as, I guess she's in a better place, like you said. So she lived a long life. Skydiving. Jeez. I would never step out of an airplane like that. My sister did that, though. She skydived when she was in the Army. She had a chance to do a skydive, and I was like, I would never do that. So thank you, Big Juice, coming in from the Buckeye State of Ohio. You take care, Steve. Be good, and God bless and Godspeed to your grandmother. And I want to say thank you to the folks that were here watching the broadcast live. Thank you very much. I know we had people around the world probably peeking in and stuff like that. So I'd say thank you very much from the heart for your views. Thank you for the replay viewers as well. I appreciate that. And also thank you for the people that are listening on the audio pod, the audio side. We repurpose this audio. I gotta do the long version of repurposing it. So it'll be up in another hour or so. Couple hours and stuff. I will post it at Fireman Rich over on Spotify. Check that out. And for my mainstay, I'm posting. It's at Fireman Rich on X. As far as that goes, at Fireman Rich on X. and check me out over there. That's where you want to see what I'm doing. If I'm not doing something, that means I don't have that many postings. But if that Canadian, like I said, I posted that yesterday. I posted across the board. That was just so interesting and stuff like that. That it really shocked me. And I am on YouTube. It's not at Fireman Rich, but it's at Richard M. Roberts. Okay, that's my YouTube channel. And but here on Rumble, I'm at Fireman Rich, and go to the Fireman Rich broadcast. I have at Fireman Rich. That's the main channel. But all the videos, I try and reside them on the Fireman Rich channel there here on Rumble. So, but Google at Fireman Rich, and you'll see where else I'm at. And they have a nice little bio there too. So that's it for that. So we're going to get our day started here. I'm going to that's 35 degrees. It's not too bad. So I'll be going out for a morning walk this morning and get our day started and see what the day brings. And we're halfway through the week, working towards the weekend, and we're going to go ahead and see what the day brings. And you all have a great one. Thank you again all for the views, and I greatly appreciate it. Rich Roberts here, wishing you all well. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. A great show once again, and I do thank you all. Ciao for now.